Hello, Sunbreak gamers. Today I'm going to show you something pretty cool about the Citadel map in Sunbreak. So let me just go into an expedition. Obviously, you will be fighting a monster for this, but let me just show you what I'm talking about real quick. This is going to be about using the two other optional monsters that you're not fighting. So it's going to be a main monster and two other ones. Sometimes only one on the Citadel map I've seen. It's going to be about that. It's going to be about a blast toad. There's going to be two marionette spiders. And there's going to be a sleep toad. And there's going to be the red wire bug. And it can also be an optional puppet spider. So I'm just going to show you a quick route. And then I'm just going to go over some extra information at the end. So real quick, when you start the map, just go straight over here. Also, quick to note, pick up the camp for this map. If you haven't done that already, pick up the camp. Very easy. You can see it on my map right now where it is, top right corner. But anyway, you want to start a quest. Go straight in here, pick up the last toad. Easy little free stun. Fast travel to the second camp. And then you run out the cave. And you take an immediate right. And then you're going to see this little tower. There's going to be a marionette spider up there. So now you have two knockdowns in your inventory. If I can get up. if I can get up. Perfect. Perfect. Bang. Okay. That's the marionette spider. So now you can pick up. So right above my head here, right above the little tip of my the spiky thing in my head, right there on that tower, there's a puppet spider. You can pick it up if you want to, but there's no need because this is gonna stun the monster a lot, and you're gonna be wailing on him with wire bug skills. So it's gonna be writable. And with the main monster you're fighting, if you've already used it to. If you already like used it to write on once, it's gonna have like an immunity to it. So there's really no use. But you can pick it up if you want to. Now just continue straight this way. Just follow along, kinda. So we're basically gonna go to 12 up here with this little tower. When you see this tower, you're on the right path, and then right on the other side, there's your second marionette. Bang. And now, we're going to run over to 10, which is right over here. Pick up a wire bug, if you haven't done it already. Just so you're ready for that. Pick up the red wire bug. Probably most people know about that already. If you don't know, just so I have something to talk about while I run over to 6, it increases monster damage when you're fighting on monsters' backs. So some of the monsters, like for example I forget the Sergio? I forget the name already. But if you're riding that guy and you have the red wire bug and you do the finishing attack, it's gonna straight up just murder the other monster. Here's a sleep toad. This one's optional because obviously if you're using something like dual blade or something, you don't really have a big like meaty wake up blow. So you can skip this number 6 here, if you want to. But if you're using something like greatsword or hammer, pick this one up. It's pretty decent. So on this map. Say we're fighting... Oh, this is all just new monsters on this map. How interesting. Yeah, if you're not using something like a hammer, greatsword, what else is like a big, meaty first hit? I don't know. But then you can skip the number 6. So then you're basically ready after 10 when you have the... wire bug red attack thing. So then you just kind of go here, and then we hope he doesn't scream. So we get a... He didn't, so we get a ride. No, he didn't. He did scream. Never mind. Okay, gotta do it again, though. Come on, just give me the... Come on. Just come on. Stop moving. Just for a second. I'm doing a YouTube video. Oh, here we go. Okay, so he's rideable. Alright, so let's just assume that this is not... On the main quest you're on right now, this is just one of the optionals. The Gormagala is just an optional monster. So now we're going to ride over to... Who's the main monster in this one? Let's say it's Gormagala. It's this guy, alright? So right now, obviously, you just fucking... kill him. You just kind of hit him a little bit. You know how it goes. And then we hit him. Yeah, I'm not gonna optimize or like be greedy here. I'm just gonna do it real quick just to show it off. What? It's a lot of damage. So now obviously you fight them. Oh, he's not done. Oh, a big meaty hit. Yeah. So you see, as you can see, the the red wire bug pretty good, decent. Obviously, this would not happen, I think, yet. Because this is obviously an expedition, right? I'm just showing this off, so it would not be writable. But let's assume that you've already been hitting off a little bit. So you just kind of do this. Let's just do this real quick. Why not, right? So you get another knock, right? Because if you're playing hammer or something, you probably get a knock from that early. All right, bang. Okay. All right, so now we use the marionette spider. We hit him in the wall. Unless he screams. Let's try that again. We hit him in the wall. We give him a little knock, a little boop, right? So then you hit him. Then you knock him again, I guess. That works too. You hit him a little bit. You do that. Do all the thing. All right. And then when he wakes up again. You use the marionette spider, and you do that again. And then he's down, which is pretty cool, right? So then you hit him a bunch. Like that. And then you hit him more. You don't stop. Don't stop hitting him. But this is just for, you know. And then we do this guy. Okay, it's not dying. And then he's down again. So then you hit him some more, right? You just keep that going, kind of. So, and then at the end. Okay, stop it. At the end of it all, if you just, I don't really want to die. Okay, I died. Okay. I was just trying to show it up. Regardless, you know how the sleep toad works. The monster's gonna sleep, and then you charge up a big attack. The last part, whatever, but the last part, right, is optional. It's optional if you don't play hammer or great sword. It doesn't really matter. But if you do play hammer or great sword or something like that, then you make him sleep, and then you do a big hit. And for hammer, it's gonna be this one, and you space it properly, and then you try to get only this hit as a wake-up hit, and then you're gonna do probably 1,000 plus on the first hit, and then like 500 more in the second hit. Pretty decent, right? So then you've done all that, and then you keep playing the game, and now you've done a shit ton of damage to the monster. Obviously, let's just go over a few things here now that I've shown you everything. There's also a paratoad between 9 and 10, so you can pick that up on the way as well, but I don't really think it's just, yeah, that's enough. Hello. So let's go over a few things. Okay, if you're playing 2, 3, or 4 people, is this something that you need to do? Is this even something you should do? Probably not. Because just wailing on the monster is probably just faster. Maybe you just grab one of the things, or if you're playing 4 people, everyone goes and grab one thing, and one of you go grab a monster, and you do that. But I think this is specifically for, like, so I've shown you the route that you can do from 1 to the Blastoad, to the second one to the Marionette, the second Marionette, to the 10 to get the red wire bug, and then to the 6, and then, you know, get the Sleep Toad, and then you go for a monster, and then you hit him, and then you know, and then you do everything, and then when the monster runs away, then you go get the other monster, right? But also, what you can do is, which is probably more optimal, is that you just grab the Blastoad, you fast travel to the second subcamp, and then you grab the Marionette Spider, and then you just grab the red wire bug, and then just ride a monster. And then you just do all the things you have. And then when the monster runs away, then you go grab the rest of the things. Like, then you grab the second Marionette Spider, then you grab the Sleep Toad, you grab the other red wire bug, which is on number 6 as well, I believe. And then, so you can splice it up, right? You don't need to do everything. I think everything is really fun to do. Is it optimal? I don't know. I think it depends, right? If you're in endgame and you're fighting a monster that is really hard, or you're fighting a monster that is pissed off in Sunbreak, because a lot of the base game monsters are really tough in this game. They're a lot more aggressive when they're like pissed off in their angry state. They will attack a lot more. So having all these tools. You know, you can use one of them, you can use two of them, you can use all of them, you can split it up, you can get two, then go to the monster, and then when he runs away, you get the rest. You can do this however you want, and or you can do none of it. It doesn't really matter. But if you're in like endgame and you're struggling against a monster, I'm not that far yet. I'm working on it, but you know, stuff like that. If you're fighting I don't know, a Rathalos, do you need all this shit? No, you don't. Just hit him, and he's probably gonna die pretty fast. And running through the entire route is probably gonna be longer than it takes to actually just hit the monster. But I think it's really fun, and I think it's probably decent to know about, because I like this map, so I thought it was fun to finding all this stuff. I thought it was pretty cool looking around. I think this is probably one of the coolest Monster Hunter maps I've seen in any Monster Hunter game. It's really cool. Anyway, there it is. That's it. Goodbye.